这个的建筑风格呢还是有年代感的，不过这个也是重建的。从这石头的颜色看呢，就知道这个曾经着过火。这个城堡呢是用于英国与美国的战争而兴建的，这是英国修建的一个城堡，非常小，但是后来因为着火毁掉了。在20年前，按照原来的图纸呢，又重新复制了一个。现在先上去看一看。
And it was built in 1841 for the bloodless Aristocrat War. The war took place between 1839 till 1842.
Yeah.
So this war was a war of like territories. So like the United States wanted this territory, and the British Empire wanted to keep this territory to themselves. So they built 4 blockhouse to like protect their territory, just in case if the Americans wanted or tried to like invade this place. So they built one fort in Cabano, Fort Engal. So this is like a this is what Fort Engal looks like. Then they built one in Dijli. Unfortunately, we don't have any like remains of like the actual building. It fell down with history. So we're here at the Petit Sault, and there was another one in Grand Falls, I guess. Okay. But same thing with Dijli. We just lost it throughout history. The Americans built 2 forts: Fort Kent Blockhouse and Fort Fairfield Blockhouse. Oh. The fun thing with this blockhouse is that there's an angle of like 45 degrees. So you see like these, like they're literally like block houses, and this one we have like a 45 angle degrees, and they built it like that because they could see the river, the St. John River and the Madawaska River.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, in 1842 there was a treaty that was signed, the Webster-Ashburton Treaty, and the treaty said that like the natural division for the territories would be the St. John River. Unfortunately, in 1855, this blockhouse burnt down. There was a big storm, and lightning hit the roof, and this place just burnt to the ground. But luckily for us, in 2000, in the year 2000, the city decided to rebuild this place. Yeah, utensils, everything that would be used every day. There's a trap right here, and I can't open it unfortunately, but down there we had like the meat that could go back, so we would just keep it downstairs. It would be very cold. Yeah, so we could keep the meat longer. So yeah, where you came in just now, there wasn't a door, so you had to come in through the 3rd floor actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Through a trap. So just be careful. This right here, this is where the people would sleep, eat, and wash themselves. There would be like 20-ish bunk beds like this all throughout the space, and they would hang hammocks on the ceiling so soldiers could sleep. So how many soldiers live here? Is 2 or? I was about to ask you. There's about like 58 soldiers.
58?
Yep.
Is live this area?
Yep. Yeah, only on this floor. So it was pretty cramped. I don't know about you, but I would not want to live where there's like 58 people.
Yeah.
So right here, this was built in 1995. This was to invite the city to just rebuild the blockhouse. This was built by Monsieur Albert Devaux. The only thing that is different is that the chimney was made out of plaster back then, and we built it out of bricks.
Oh, okay.
So, like I said to you before, downstairs there wasn't a door, any door, so you had to come in through this staircase that would lead you to the 3rd floor, and underneath here there would be like a trap, and people would just put down a ladder and the soldiers would just climb up. So once you're in the blockhouse, you're really in it. Like, you can't like escape. There's no like a way out.
Oh.
Yeah. And where you see the staircases, there will be traps actually. So when you wanted to travel from floor to floor, you had to like open a trap, put down the ladder.
Oh.
So it would take like a few minutes to get down from floors.
Wow.
We have
This
an
is-
awesome view of
Yeah, this is St. John's. Yeah.
So right over the river, that's the United States. That's the
Yes, yes.
Madawaska. Yeah, and that's the Madawaska River. So they built this with a 45 degrees angle to just see the bodies of water. Yeah.
What this is a factory?
Yep, that's a factory. They make pulp, I think, to make the paper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they put I don't know what is the word in English, but I think it's pulp. Like so they make the substance that creates
I see.
paper and sends it through the pipeline.
Yeah.
And it goes all the way
Yeah,
over to the United States.
to the United States,
And
right?
they build, and that's where they make the paper.
Yeah.
So the countries have like an agreement
Yeah.
and they work together. So that's a fun thing over here. Is that we have a pretty tight-knit community so that they can work together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So right here when we stand, this thing would just lift up. And if ever there would be like enemies coming closer, they could just lift this panel up, and this would create a 45 angle like yes. And this would like, they would put their arm, like their guns through this hole, and they could just shoot down or like yeah. So this would really help to protect themselves and like yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah. This is called the Covenant, and this thing is from this cannon is from the Citadel of Halifax, but they had this same model here in the Fontaine, and with the pulley system, they could like change the direction of the cannon throughout like each window.
Yeah,
where
so
there's
sometimes
trains
the
and
river.
wagons, like train racks and everything, the cannonball could like reach over there, reach where the trains are.
Across the
Yeah,
river?
across the river. Yeah. This was a cannonball that unfortunately burnt down in 1855 when the blockhouse burned down. We have like buttons. We have like bullets that was used to like put in guns. And yeah, so like in today's world, we have like the bullets that are like sharp and pointy, and back then it was just like big and like round. Yeah. Plates and like another cannonball over there.
What's this one?
I think this was like they put that on the roof. You know, I think.
Oh, I
it's a
see.
roof, yeah.
History.
Yes. That's the cool thing is that I grew up here, and I never asked questions about this blockhouse. You know, I was like, it's always there. I thought it was just like a. I never asked questions about it and its history. And now working here, it's like, it's really nice to see the history and like what people don't know. It's really, really interesting. Signed a treaty just before they could invade. So this blockhouse was just built out of fear and out of like protection. And yeah, so no one died.
Oh, no one died. Okay.
Yeah, so that's a good thing.
Okay. Most people in town speak French, right?
Yes, it's mostly a French town. Yes.
Oh, okay.
But that's the cool thing is because we have a cool accent because we're so close to Maine and Quebec that we have like a different kind of accent from like the rest of the New Brunswick people, which is cool.
这段历史是发生在加拿大的真实历史，还是值得去了解的。 这期的视频就到这里了，下次见。